everybody. Tina Banks here.
Hello, this is Jeff Banks coming at you
With Bankable Connections, where we create connections that create wealth. And today is Wealth Wednesday. And on today, we are going to be talking about some of the books that have changed our lives. So what you got there, Mr. Jeff?
Just to start off, my bankable connection to, the whole purpose of bankable connection is to create wealth, create connections that create wealth. And the book that really kind of changed my mindset of things, I do a lot of personal growth. With that being said, one that kind of shifted me into a wealth mindset of creating wealth was 10X by Grant Cardone. This is one of my favorite books.
That's a good one.
That got me started. And it really was like in business, you don't really have a problem with your marketing. It's just like nobody knows you, nobody trusts you. Mm-hmm. And the way you build that is just to be out there, where everybody's out there 1Xing, doing what they do. You're out there 10Xing 10 times as much as what the other people are doing, so they see you. So this one guy I saw was talking to Mr. Beast, and he was like, I post 100 times a day, or 100 times a week. Yeah, at least 10 times a day. And he was like, you post 10 times a day. And he was showing them on the back end, he didn't get many engagements. He didn't get much reaction to his post, many impressions. But since he was doing it so often, he had people just say, okay, I'll just like it, or I'll just, and they just did that one for, if you have about 2 or 3 people for one post, and you posting 10 times a day, that's 30 posts or 30 impressions that you're making each day.
Right.
Instead of just your 1, 2, or 3, or just getting 100 views on something, which is nice. It's nice to get 100 views, but when TikTok gets 100 views, if it's not being shared or liked or anything, it just kills it right there. Mm-hmm. So keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's pretty much what this book is all about, just how to keep doing it. Motivate yourself to keep doing it.
That's my goal.
What was yours?
So, first of all, for me, my life changer is the good old KJV. And this is not a one-timer. This is like a daily thing for me, it continues to change my life daily. And my other one that helped me along the way is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. And in this one of the things, the big takeaways that I took from this is he said in here that you should read at least 10 pages a day will change your life. And once I started, I got this book sectioned off. And once I started reading 10 pages a day, it started to become a habit for me. And so now I'm able to read 10 pages a day. And it actually helps me to get through more books than I was previously getting through. But in the back of this book, I dated my book. For some reason, I dated this one. And I was reading this book back in 2020 when we were closed down during the pandemic. And it says, if you are hesitating, know this, these dreams may be as huge or as small as you would like for them to be. So it just had here where you could list your dreams. And the one that I listed on the first line says, I am a very successful entrepreneur that works from anywhere in the world by traveling. And that was June the 1st, 2020. So I do believe that I'm a very successful entrepreneur. And we're able to travel, and I'm able to get work done. So I think that's one of my dreams and goals that have come true. But this was definitely a life-changing book for me. The Slight Edge, Jeff Olson.
Well, I like that author's name. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you think Jeff? Pretty cool name.
The last thing I wanted to talk about was one book that transformed the family's life. Well, our kids. We want our kids to be readers. and one easy book. Let me see how many pages it has. It only has 94 pages.
That's a day reader right there.
Yeah, you could read. I think the first time I read it in one day, and not even all 94. So, like, if you see this, it has picture of cheese on there and little diagrams and stuff like that. Little charts, and not even charts. It's just like, this is almost on every page, every other page. So a lot of it it's an easy read for a teenager. And it's called Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. Spencer Johnson. And I gave this to every young person that comes to ask me for advice, and anybody I was mentoring who didn't read books, I start them off on this one. Mm-hmm. And my boys and my young daughter.
Yep. And every time we go to Goodwill, if we see a copy, we're getting it.
Yeah, I have about 3 of them in the shed. So if somebody comes by, here, take this with you. But this is a real quick synopsis of it. Change happens. Have your mindset of getting ready for, hey, change happens. And that's like, who keeps moving the cheese? Or they keep moving the cheese, you know, because stuff happens, change happens. Anticipate change, and that's getting ready for the cheese to move. Okay? Monitor change, which is smell the cheese often, so you know when it is getting old. Then it's time to change it out. So adapt to change quickly. The quicker you let go of your old cheese, the sooner you can enjoy the new cheese.
That's good.
Getting ready for change, so move with the cheese. So when the cheese moves, you move with it and you don't lose it. Enjoy change, that's savor the adventure and the taste of the new cheese. And be ready to quickly change it again and again. So they keep moving the cheese, you keep moving with it.
That's right.
So it's a bad thing to be in the market and the market changes and you're still stuck in your old ways, not moving with the market. So a lot of that was what happened when we first moved down here about 20 years ago. Everybody was in a traditional setting. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be a teacher, I'm gonna be a fireman, I'm gonna be a police officer. But now, all the kids, you can see the whole market move. Everybody was going to IT. And all of those that were in the traditional thing, they were getting left behind. Everybody was moving with IT. So when the technology changes, those who were in IT changed with it. And everybody else depended on those who changed with them. So what I'm saying is, if you don't move with the market, you're going to be dependent on those who did. So right now, if you look at the market right now, the job market, it's really dependent on, you know, most of the kids are trying to go into technology now, but everything's shifting to AI. So if you know the back end of, like, I know how to work a computer, but you don't know AI, and everything changes to AI is going to replace what you're doing. And those who know how to work AI will move forward with it. The cheese is being moved. Yep. And us old heads who know how to use computers, so let's say I know computers, but you don't know AI. So I'm gonna still have to ask my son or probably my daughter, help me, because AI is doing stuff on my phone that I don't even understand.
It's ever changing.
So the bankable connection here for today, for building wealth, for building your legacy, is to get into the books. Everybody has wisdom and they're passing it down. They might be making a profit a little bit, but they're passing on their wisdom to you to make you just as successful as they are.
Yep, they say all the gems are hidden in books, so if you don't read, you'll never find them.
So that's our bankable connection for a Wealthy Wednesday.
That's it.
We hope you guys enjoy your book. Hey, in the comments, I would like to know, what are you guys reading?
That's good. Or what's a book that has changed your life?
Yeah. And also, I know I started off with this one. There's plenty more. So each Wednesday we're going to do more. But if you have a suggestion for my kids or some younger kids that we come in contact with, what's one that you would recommend?
That's good.
So, you guys, let's get reading.